Your first big project is going to be a logo, an animated logo that you can use in your film projects going forward. So basically, once you've learned a little bit about After Effects, how to animate things, how to use text and how to animate and flip things around, which I will show you, then you're going to create a logo, and that'll be the first project. They typically should be 5 to 15 seconds long, maybe somewhere in that ballpark. Animating art. So animating art is going to be, you're going to find a painting, not a photograph. That's one of the requirements. You're going to find a painting that you can deconstruct to at minimum 5 layers using Photoshop, and then you're going to bring those into After Effects, and then you're going to animate it in some way to bring that still image to life and make it into something a little bit more interesting. It's a good exercise to familiarize yourself with the Photoshop tools of selection and cloning, and we'll go through what that looks like. And then on top of it, it's kind of a fun project. Students typically like that. The final project is I call it self-expression, but it could really be anything that you want it to be. It's a short film that's going to be 30 seconds to 2 minutes long. It just really has to incorporate the techniques that we are going through in this class. I don't want you to go out and shoot a film and then just edit it in Premiere. That's not the idea of this project. It's really creating a short animated piece. Now you can use some video in there, but I'd say 90% of this project needs to be created in After Effects, and it has to show that you've taken the time to use these tools that we're using. Every project that you do in this class should have audio in it. Exercises, not as important, but every single project should have audio. The audio tools in After Effects are not great, but they're good enough for what we're doing here. There's also exercises. Exercises are different from projects. Exercises in this class are not as valued, don't have as much value, but you still have to do it. Some of it is very simple, and the idea is just to practice a technique, and you might be able to get it done in 15 minutes to an hour, depending on your familiarity with the software. But there's going to be a series of exercises that you're going to have to do. For every exercise that you have to do, I will create a video that you can reference. Also, the textbook, I do recommend. If you've never used After Effects, you should buy it. If you are new to if you have some experience with After Effects, you may not need the book, but I would recommend that if visual effects is something that interests you, or if you plan on using them, it's a good reference tool to have. The other thing that I would say about this course is that there's going to be a lot of instances where it's going to be confusing and frustrating. This is the first time we're doing this course online, so please feel free to come talk to me if you're having some trouble with the techniques. I'm very happy to sit down with you and try to walk you through it. But I would please ask you, it's an online class, you understood that going in, so please look at the videos that I'm putting online. The purpose of these videos is to replace the classroom environment, but still giving you the same content that people are getting in the classroom.